right, Lindsay needs some answers here on a second date update. So her mom sets her up with a son's friend. She was reluctant to go, but she goes anyway. She thought things went great. Clearly, the dude didn't think so because she hasn't heard from him. Hey, Lindsay.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. Okay, tell us about this great date you had and how it all came about.
So, I am the last one of my siblings to be single. I would also like to point out that I am the hot one.
Clearly.
Talk good talk.
I mean, my mom's pressuring me to find someone, and, she tells me that the clock's ticking, but I'm only 32. But it annoys me, and I ignore her because she's my mother. But she's been trying to set me up with her coworker's son, for about a year now. And finally, I was like, all right, we'll do it. And I went out with them, and honestly, I had a really great time. It was amazing. I even told that to my mother, which is something we just don't do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you don't want moms to get the W on stuff like that.
Exactly. She's been asking every single day when we're going to go out again, and I'm really not sure. He hasn't messaged me. I haven't heard from him. He stopped responding, and it's been 2 weeks, so I don't know what happened. I thought it was great.
I've often asked this question, are your parents, do they know you so well that they're good matchmakers, or do they really not know who you are, so they're terrible matchmakers? What they see and what you are might be two different things.
I mean, we've done this several times on the show with people and let their parent choose their who they're going to go on a date with. I think we also did with Katie. We let her mom go through her dating app and choose people.
As a general rule, are they good matchmakers or horrible matchmakers?
General rule, I think they see a different version of you. Mm-hmm. And I don't think they would be good matchmakers.
I say terrible. I think they know you as a child, not as a partner.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think they tend to choose people that fits their vision of who they've pictured you with. And that might not be the person that you're actually into.
So here's the worst part of this whole thing too, Lindsay, is that you go back to your mom and you tell her that the date goes great. So now in her mind, she's like, oh, I am good at this. So now she's going to continue to set you up on these dates. But the truth is you had a great time on this one. So there's nothing that you can point to over the course of those couple of hours where this dude is just fine. Like there was some tension, nothing?
Nothing at all. It was a great time from start to finish.
How did the date end?
It ended with, them walking me to my door. And a kiss on the cheek, and that was it.
Oh, the kiss on the cheek. It's the kiss of death.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It can be.
Oh, it can be.
It can be.
All right, so this is your mom's coworker's son. Has your mom and coworker had any conversations?
If they have, she hasn't said anything to me.
Oh, your mom wouldn't hide this, would she, if she knew?
Yeah. Well, I think you're right. So I don't think they have. But I don't think my mom is going to ask her coworker.
Yeah.
I would be double annoyed,
she goes as far to set me up the date, but she won't, try to fill out the whole relationship for me, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the fact that you didn't really want to go in the first place, and then you finally are convinced to go, and then the person ghosts you, that I would be so annoyed by that.
Now, in a couple of minutes here, Lindsay, we'll tell you what we already know about why there's no second date. But Abby, what's your guess here?
I just think he didn't have a good time like you did. I think when somebody isn't making the effort to meet up with you again, I think we can delusion ourselves into thinking, well, he just liked me too much and he just didn't want to, he just, was too scared for, I just think maybe he didn't click with you the same way that you clicked with him. And I know that's beyond annoying because I have been in that situation where like a guy likes you first, or maybe you get set up with someone and you weren't into it. And then all of a sudden you catch feelings and they don't for some reason. And now you feel like you've been bamboozled into heartbreak. So I feel you on this, but I just think he's not that into it.
Did your mom and your mom's coworker work together? Were they in cahoots, or did your mom just know her coworker had a son that she thought you should go out with, and she did this rogue?
I think they were in it together.
Okay.
To be honest, which is really sad because, like I said, I'm 32, so they're able to play matchmaker. Makes me a little frustrated, but I'm hoping you guys can give me some answers. And I'm hoping he did have a good time too, and maybe he's just busy or something happened in between.
Wait. Here we go. Let's stop there. If a guy is interested in you, I'm too busy is not even an option. How long does it take to text somebody? I mean, if he's totally into you, they will find time. So let's make that clear. And secondly, you don't got time for this nonsense. You're 32 years old. And I say this every time we do this. That's why I think it's a stupid bit. Is like, why? Like, what does it even matter? He's telling you everything you need to know right now.
You know your name's on the show. We don't have to do this.
It's a stupid bit on my show.
But it does so well in the podcast ratings.
I know, I'm aware.
All right, Lindsay, we do know why there's not going to be a second date. Our show director, Tommy, reached out to this dude. We got answers for you. You just got to hang out a couple of minutes to get them, okay? And I promise you we will not ghost you.
Great. Thanks so much.
All right, we'll do it in a couple of minutes. Our show director, Tommy, reached out to this dude and found out exactly why there has been no second date. So are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, Tommy, it's all you.
So I reached out to Toby. I explained our second date update and the fact that he had pretty much ghosted Lindsay, and we want to know why. And he replied. He said the date was all right. However, I wasn't exactly on that date for the usual reasons. My mom's been on my case for ages to meet someone new, and she wouldn't stop talking about setting me up with Lindsay. Honestly, the only reason I agreed was to get her off my back. I've actually got a girlfriend already. What? My mom's not her biggest fan, to put it mildly, so she keeps trying to match me up with other people.
Wow.
My girlfriend and I thought if I went out with Lindsay just once, so his girlfriend was kind of in on it, my mom might finally chill with the matchmaking. I told my mom we didn't click, hoping that would end it. I really didn't mean to drag her into this drama of mine. I feel bad about it. She seems great and definitely deserves someone who's all in. Sorry for the mix-up and any confusion it caused.
Ooh, I hate to break it to Toby, but he just made it way worse because now he's given the hope to his mom that he's willing to say yes to dates. So in her mind, she's probably thinking that he's like ready to get out of this relationship, but that's not the case at all. But poor Lindsay, I'm so sorry that you were collateral damage in all this.
Yes, screw Toby. You're the one here. I think you nailed it. Total collateral damage. But the good news is it has nothing to do with you.
And you don't want to be a man who can't stand up to his mom.
Facts.
That's true. Or a man who's willing to go on dates if he's in a relationship. So,
Right.
Hard pass all the way around.
Absolutely.
Yikes.
Yeah, this definitely sucks. But this is so not about you. This is about him and his mom. And he said you were great. And, who knows?
Yeah, I just feel like he could have been honest from the start.
He could have, but you dodged a bullet. I mean, he's a grown man, and this is the way he decided to handle the situation. I am super shocked that he has a girlfriend that went along with it, too. But
I know,
yeah,
that is odd.
Right?
I would never guess that something like that would happen. Like, that's so weird.
Let's chew on that one for a second.
Yeah, so if the guy I'm dating comes to me and says, hey, my mom doesn't like you, and she really wants me to break up with you, but I need to go on this date to get her off my back. You cool with that? I'm not cool with any of it.
Oh, hell no.
No, how could you be?
I think it's kind of devious on the girlfriend's part because it obviously ended horribly, and now Toby's never going to let his mom live it down, and now she's going to get all this crap from her son that she was trying to get off the girlfriend's back. So, you know what? I think really the girlfriend's the true winner out of all this.
It's layered. All right, Lindsay, but it's not about you, so you got that going for you, right?
Right. Thanks so much.
All right, you're welcome.
The Bert Show.